world news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Moriwe Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. How the revelation of primate Ayodele about Tinubu's presidential ambition is coming to pass. Presidency or Shubha to stop Tinubu obeying RCCG's instructions, Islamic group. New Seriki Hausa of Ibadan land joins Ibadan Traditional Council of Chiefs. How many have been jailed, executed for terrorism, banditry, Sultan asks. Breaking Nigerian military arrest security agent taking money to bandits in Kaduna. Bandits kill several in Plateau. Lalong charges security agencies to go after murderers. Northern elders to Pa Adebanjo, the game is on, your threat is nothing. WTO warns against dividing world economy over war in Ukraine. Still on foreign scene, EU envoy seek increase in gas supply from Nigeria. And finally, sports. Nigeria superstar wins Man of the Match award after a brilliant performance today. Now the news in detail. The revelation of the leader, INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Ayodele Elijah, about the presidential ambition of the former governor of Lagos State and the national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC is coming to pass. It should be recalled that Primate Ayodele had earlier made the revelation about Tinubu's presidential ambition, that is, Tinubu wished to paddle the affairs of the country may not be realized. Primate Ayodele Elijah made it known to the public that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu had planted some seeds, and this is a time for him to harvest the seed. He said those seeds he planted are not palatable. He stated that further that Tinubu has hijacked power from some leaders in dubious ways in the past, and the nemesis of what he has done is coming back to him. Among what Primate Ayodele said that is coming to pass was that Tinubu will be betrayed by those people that he brought up politically when he needs their assistance. The Muslim right concern, Morik, has described the Vice President, Yemi Oshibajo's presidential declaration as unethical and purely evangelical. Morik said Oshibajo's presidential declaration looked like backstabbing Bola Tinubu, national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC. The group stated these in a statement signed by its founder and director, Professor Ishaq Akintola. Akintola accused Oshibajo of carrying out an instruction of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, following the creation of a political department. The Islamic Human Rights Organization said Oshibajo's declaration was against the agenda of the Southwest. The new Seriki Hausa of Ibadan, Alhaji Alida Hiru Zungeru, was yesterday received officially into the Other Chiefs Traditional Council of Ibadan in a brief ceremony chaired by the OC Olubadan of Ibadan, I Chief Latif Badamosi Adebimpe. I Chief Badamosi, who is also the chairman, Ibadan North Council of Chiefs, during his welcome address at the event held at the House of Chiefs, Ibadan North Local Government on March 2nd, urged the Seriki Hausa and entire Hausa community in Oyo State to continue to maintain the age-long peaceful coexistence with their host, the Ekefa Olubadan of Ibadan, I Chief Sharafuddin Ali. While speaking on the new entrant into the Ibadan Traditional Council of Other Chiefs, said regardless of the advent of civilization, the importance of traditional institutions in the society could not be overemphasized, stressing that it remains one of the key rallying points for the people, especially in the part of the world. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Sahad Abubakar, has asked to know those who have been jailed or executed after they were arrested for terrorism and banditry. According to him, the National Security Advisor and service chiefs have failed the country and ought to resign by now. The Sultan raised the concerns during the Security Dialogue Retreat jointly organized by the Global Peace Foundation and Peace Africa in Abuja. He said a lot of people have been arrested over banditry and terrorism, but how many of them have been jailed or executed? These people have killed thousands of people. Some people should pay for all these atrocities. The NSA and its service chiefs should all resign by now because they have failed. Let us get new people with fresh ideas to confront the situation rocking Nigeria. Still on national issue, the Nigerian armed forces have made a major boost in the fight against banditry and terrorism in the country. Joint troops have intercepted 60 million naira being taken to criminals as money for the freedom of captives. The shocking angle is that some of the couriers nabbed are operatives of yet to be identified or disclosed security agencies. The military, in intelligence-driven operations, also rescued kidnapped victims, including women and children. The assault conducted by Nigerian Army Squadron and Nigeria Air Force, NAF, Special Forces took out a number of the bandits. The contingent of the 271 NAF in Brenningwari and Army Forward Operating Base FOB in Wasa, Kaduna. 60,000 naira in cash, petroleum products, and sophisticated weapons were recovered. 60 million naira, beg your pardon, petroleum products and sophisticated weapons were recovered during the operation, an operative told PR Nigeria. Troops also recovered vehicles, AK-47 rifles, magazines, various kinds of ammunition, and mobile phones. You are watching the world news from BGI TV, still to come from Plateau State. Following the killing of several persons in different communities in Kanem and Wase, local government areas of Plateau State North Central, Governor Simon Lalong has directed security forces to dominate the affected areas and go after the fleeing terrorists and ensure that they pay for their crime. The governor's directive was given in a statement signed by the Director of Press and Public Affairs, Simon Marcus, on Tuesday. An unspecified number of people, including children, women, and several elderly persons, were killed in different communities in the state on Sunday. Reports from the affected areas indicated that bandits invaded no fewer than 10 villages in Garga, comprising Kukua, Giambawu, Dungur, Kero, Yelwa, Dada, Wanka, Shuwaka, Wamadaji, and Dadinkowa, which resulted in the death of over 50 persons and several others sustaining injuries, with houses burnt and some other persons still missing. The Northern Elders Forum has described the threat by the leader of Pan-Yoruba Shushu political organization, Afenifere, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, that if the Northerners succeed President Muhammadu Buhari, there would be unrest in the country as unpopular and unwarranted. NEF declared that it is unmoved by the threat of the 90-year-old man, Adebanjo, adding that the North will continue to play the political game the way it interests the region. Platform Times report that the NEF Director of Publicity and Advocacy, Dr. Akim Baba Ahmed, who spoke in Abuja on Monday, remarked that Adebanjo's threat was ridiculous and unexpected. Platform Times recalls that Adebanjo had over the weekend canvassed an Igbo presidency in 2023. The leader of the Afenifere group noted that the Southeast had not been in power, adding that for peace to reign in the country, the Southeast should be considered. From that story, we'll quickly go to a foreign story. The WTO warned Tuesday that Russia's war in Ukraine had darkened the prospects for world trade as it sounded the alarm against the global economy divided into rival blocs over the conflicts. The World Trade Organization said the war would damage world trade growth this year and drag down global gross domestic product (GDP) growth as well. This is not the time to turn inward, WTO Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala told a press conference at the global trade body's headquarters in Geneva. In a crisis, more trade is needed to ensure stable, equitable access to necessities. Restricting trade will threaten the well-being of families and businesses and make more fraught the task of building a durable economic recovery from COVID-19. The former Nigerian Foreign and Finance Minister said countries and international organizations must work together to facilitate trade amid sharp inflation pressures on essential supplies and growing difficulties for supply chains. So another interesting foreign story. European Union EU ambassadors in Nigeria yesterday visited the management of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, seeking increase in the supply of gas from Nigeria to their continent. They hacked on how to threaten its partnership with Nigeria in the energy sector. NNPC Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Malam Garba Din Mohammed, made this known in a statement. The EU ambassador in Nigeria, Samuel Ortom, said as a result of the geopolitical situation in Europe, The continent was interested in strengthening its cooperation with Nigeria, particularly in the possible increase in the supplies of liquefied natural gas (NLG). And finally, coming from sports story, the African giants Nigeria played out a 2-2 draw against Olympic champions Canada in an international friendly match. The Super Falcons of Nigeria showed their total dominance all through the match, but they were unable to get the maximum victory against Canada. The duo of Rashida Ajibade and Onumanu were the goal scorers for Nigeria, while Sinclair Zadowski were the goal scorers for Canada. The African giant Nigeria recorded 46 ball possession, 5 shot on target and 2 shot off target, while Canada recorded 54% ball possession, 9 shot on target and 4 shots off targets. The Atletico Madrid and Super Falcons attacker Rasheedat Ajibade was named player of the match for a super performance against Canada. The Nigerian striker Rasheedat Ajibade recorded 1 goal, 3 shots, 6 key passes and 85% passing accuracy in today's friendly match. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. How the revelation of Primate Ayodele about Tinubu's presidential ambition is coming to pass. Presidency of Shubha Tinubu obeying RCCG's instructions, Islamic group. New Seriki Hausa of Ibadan land joins Ibadan Traditional Council of Chiefs. How many have been jailed, executed for terrorism, banditry? Sultan asks. Breaking, Nigeria military arrests security agent taking money to bandit in Kaduna. Bandits kill several in Plateau, Lalong charges security agencies to go after murderers. Northern elders to Pa Adebanjo, the game is on, your threat is nothing. To foreign story, WTO warns against dividing world economy over war in Ukraine. EU envoys seek increase in gas supply from Nigeria. And finally, sports. Nigeria superstar wins Man of the Match award after a brilliant performance today. For more updates on our YouTube channel, The Analyst, Baba Bagede Imo TV, kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Drop down option, or is the next thing to click on to access our update. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebanjo. Please like and follow the page so as for you to enjoy our updates. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For other placement of your goods and services, coverage of event and function, both outdoors. The phone number streaming on your screen is a direct line to call, strictly for advert placement. Thank you for watching. I am Mo.